Hello students, today we are going to learn the second part of chapter 3, standard 4, page 1. The first part was the poem named Run, and the second part is this lesson named Nasruddin's Aim. Here Nasruddin is a person who is confident that his aim is very sharp, very accurate, and he is showing his skills to others. Now, the person who uses a bow and an arrow and is skillful in that is known as an archer. Now, we shall begin reading this lesson. I've divided this lesson into certain parts. The parts means like in paragraphs, and I've numbered them so you can follow the lesson along with me. The first paragraph is, one day Nasruddin was chatting with his friends. Chatting means talking, as you casually talk with your friends, sharing your what and abouts. The second para is, he began to boast, no one can match my skill in archery. So, as I told you before, a person who is skillful in with bow and arrows is known as an archer, and the act which he does is known as archery. The third paragraph, I string the bow, take aim and shoot the arrow. Whoosh! The arrow is sure to hit right on target. Now, target is a place where a person aims the arrow. He hits the bow towards that particular place. So, that is a target. Now, he is boasting about his skills of archery, that he explains like this, I string the bow, take aim and shoot the arrow, and it hits right to the point, right on the target. The fourth paragraph is, hearing this, one of his friends immediately brought a bow and some arrows. Immediately means very fast, quickly. So one of his friends brought the bow and arrow. As you can see, it is in their hand in this picture. Fifth paragraph is, giving them to Nasruddin, he said, here Nasruddin, take this bow and arrows. So he is offering the bow and arrow to Nasruddin so that he can show his skills to others. Sixth paragraph, then pointing towards a target, he said, aim at that target and shoot an arrow. So now here his friend is also showing him the target. Target is a place where he is supposed to hit the bow, hit the arrow, and he is asking him to exhibit his skill, show his talent to others. In the seventh para, Nasruddin held the bow in his hands, strung it, aimed at the target, and shot an arrow. So, as his friend told, he did what he usually does while shooting a target. He strung it, he aimed, and he shot the arrow towards the target. Woo! The arrow didn't hit the target. So, as Nasruddin was telling that he was very accurate and his aim was very specific, it always hit the target. That did not happen. So, what happened? The arrow didn't hit the target, instead it fell down somewhere in the middle. So it did not hit the target, it went and fell somewhere in the middle, and here you can see that everybody is laughing. Ha 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 ha. Ninth para, his friends started laughing. 10th, they said, hey Nasruddin, is this your best aim? So they started teasing Nasruddin, that is this your best aim? And what did he say? Oh no, not at all, said Nasruddin. So he refused this, and he said, defending himself. So he said this, defending himself, trying for not to be embarrassed. This wasn't my aim, it was Azad's aim. So he put the blame on somebody else. He blamed Azad that it is not my aim, it is Azad's aim. I just showed you how Azad shoots an arrow. So he is exhibiting somebody else's skill. When he fails to hit the target, he blames it on others. Sometimes it happens that sometimes we are not able to do something and we blame it on others, that this was not my fault, this was his fault. I did not do this, he did this or she did this. So same thing is done by Nasruddin over here, which is clearly not a good thing to do. In the 12th paragraph, saying this, Nasruddin picked up another arrow. Once again, he strung the bow, aimed at the target and shot the arrow. So he did the same thing again. Let's see what happens next. 13th para. This time the arrow fell a little further from where it had fallen before. So obviously it did not hit the target. That's what it wants to say. So he tried the first time, it did not hit. He tried the second time, it went in vain. So here it clearly shows that Nasruddin is not the person who he says he is. He is not as skillful as he says he is. So everybody has flaws. There is nothing wrong in not being perfect. We can improvise, but the thing is that we should not boast that we are perfect. So here is the thing which this lesson wants to say. There are 2 more pages which are to be explained, but I will stop now over here. I will explain those 2 pages later. Thank you.